Η ιδέα είναι απλή. Όποιος θέλει να βοηθήσει την οικονομία της Ελλάδας μπορεί. Αυτό μας λέει τουλάχιστον ο Πέτρος Νομικός, ο εμπνευστής της οργάνωσης Greece Debt Free. Η Ελλάδα χωρίς χρέος. So, Petros, Greece Debt Free.
Yes.
How did you come up with this idea? Why?
Well, when you look at the bond market, where Greek bonds are trading at on the secondary market, so if someone lends the Greek government money, they can then sell that obligation to other people for about the same amount, typically, if they think they're going to get repaid. So Greek bonds are trading at 15, 16 cents on the euro. So for every euro that Greece owes, I can buy that euro obligation for 16 cents.
For 16 cents.
So I thought that was an amazing deal, and I think that needs to be told to the people of Greece and the general public. And I don't think a lot of people in Greece understood that the debt was being traded for much, much less than what it was owed, about 1/8 of what's owed.
So you had the idea, let's form an organization, foundation, that will actually gather money and go buy these bonds.
Exactly. Where Troika has forbidden the government from doing it, the Greek people will now have a tool to go and buy those bonds and then cancel them.
If you're buying bonds, and let's say that this goes very well, then the bonds will go up, right? The price will go up.
It's possible. It's also possible that if the political situation stays the same, the price stays the same. Or if we buy them very slowly, the price doesn't go up.
How about the products that are linked to Greece Debt Free?
50% of the value of the profits goes to buy Greek bonds.
50% of the profits go to Greece Debt Free. So do you see Greek companies are they willing to step in? Are they willing to give 50% of their profits?
Well, the 50% rule had been a strategy that we launched the foundation with. Because of the overwhelming interest and the large amounts of counterparties, to determine what the profits would be is very difficult. You need scrutinizing. So we're actually changing that strategy to one in which a customer can see a stamp, and that stamp says that this product relates to about 30 cents or $1 or 5 euros of debt reduced. And that's going to be much easier to incorporate a lot more brands.
Do you think Greeks would respond to this initiative?
Well, you're already seeing Greeks respond to the concept of patriotic consumption. This is a Greek product on steroids. You know, it's a super Greek product. Okay, we're made in Greece, but we also do something very defined, which is we reduce debt.
What would you say to people that say Pέτρος Νομικός is doing that just to promote his beer, Vulcan beer?
You can say what you want. Go to the Greece Debt Free website and see if you can find Vulcan beer there.
Okay.
And you won't be able to find it. You won't be able to find Vulcan beer. You'll be hard-pressed to find any note of my own donation to Greece Debt Free. And the branding on the Greece Debt Free website is Greece Debt Free and Olympiakos. We have 34 employees and family members in Greece. I spent the same amount of money to buy the equivalent of what each one of those Greeks owes in national debt. So each person owes about 24,500 euros in national debt, but that can be bought on the market for about 3,000 euros. So I wanted to send a message with Vangeli to other wealthy Greeks that, you know, you can buy the debt, and why not just make yourself debt-free? We had on the 3rd of September our first Greece Debt-Free workshop of volunteers, and they came from North America. They Skyped in digitally, people sent videos.
People from different backgrounds?
Totally different backgrounds, different political inclinations, all combining and working really beautifully in this volunteer setting here at the Grand Bretagne.
Why is it so difficult to actually persuade the Greeks of what you're doing?
People have to see and appreciate the full context of Greece debt-free. So it's one thing buying bonds. It's another thing sending a message to our European partners and our European citizens at the popular level that we Greeks are making a difference or changing or taking action or empowering ourselves. And then when you start to set a tone, a different tone of action, people start to relate to you differently.
Do you see support from non-Greeks?
From the point of view of donations, 30% of donors initially were German, and now what we're seeing is it's sort of stabilizing around 30% of donors being non-Greek, most of them being German. So what we're seeing here is Germans relating to a Greek citizen action in a very positive way. You know, they're recognizing that Greeks are not passive, that they're a victim of circumstance, and that they're taking action, so they want to be part of it. And this really represents a sort of pan-European sense of civic duty or citizenship. I created Greece debt-free as a tool, right? If you want to use it, right? It's a tool for the average citizen to access those discounted bonds and buy as much or as little of the bonds as he or she wants and cancel them.
Being a Greek who was born and raised in London, with so much bad publicity, is it awkward? Does it make you feel awkward saying that you're Greek?
I'll never feel awkward saying I'm Greek. I'll feel proud. It doesn't matter what other people say. It's pretty annoying to see bad press, but
you think
it's upsetting to see bad press.
Is it objective most of the times, or?
No, because the press, by virtue of what they report on specific minutiae of whatever they think is representative of the whole.